and welcome to chapter 10 of my prep diary. Now I've got quite a lot to go through today as I was unable to do a video for you last week as my voice was particularly bad. As you can hear, it is improving. I'm having to rest it a lot, so literally talking only when completely necessary. I'm going to get going with the vid then, as I've got, like I said, 2 weeks to go through, and there have been quite a few changes since the last update. So I'll start with my weight change, as I usually do, and my pre-skip weight at 8 weeks out was 103.8 kilo. It then went up by 2.1 kilo after the skip load to 105.9, and I baselined on the Tuesday. I actually dropped quite a bit below skip pre-skip weight to 102.3. It went back up, then back down, and I ended up at 102.7 on Saturday. So that's a 1.1 kilo loss overall for the week. I then did a 12-hour skip load with roughly 10,700 calories. I got some changes to my plan for 7 weeks out. I'm basically moving into, I suppose we could call it carb cycling. So if we call the diet I'm following currently diet 1, we then had diet 2, where we removed carbs from breakfast, pre-workout, and left just the Cocoa Pops post-workout as my direct carb source. I also took out the peanut butter before bed. So all in all, that made about 600 calories difference, dropping from 3,100 to 2,500. That was to be done 3 days diet 1, 3 days diet 2, and then skip load. Now, with the Cocoa Pops being my post-workout, obviously on Sunday, which is a non-training day, that made I was on no carbs whatsoever, because the way it worked, it was Monday diet 1, Tuesday, Wednesday diet 2, Thursday, Friday diet 1, Saturday skip load, and Sunday diet 2. So my diet on a Sunday would have actually been around about 2,100 calories, and I was starving. So cardio's also been upped, more than doubled, from 5 times 20 minutes fasted to 5 times 30 minutes fasted, with 2 additional evening sessions of 30 minutes as well. So in total 7 30-minute sessions. Up to me when I do them. I chose to do my cardio in the evening on a Monday and a Thursday when I'm on a high carb day. I say a high carb day, it's not a high carb day at all. In fact, my diet 1, which we'll call medium carb day, would be 160 grams of carbs. My low carb day, which would be Tuesday, Wednesday, would be about 85 grams of carbs, and Sunday would be about 40 grams of carbs, and that's literally just coming from the carbs in my veg and whatnot. So CV upped, calories dropped, and I was on cruise week, which is basically my light training week to give the body a chance to recover. Now, I quite enjoyed it. It was difficult though on the no carb days, on the low carb days rather. It was difficult. I found that it was painful to train and energy levels very low. By evenings I was getting cranky, craving sugar. All in all, it was a very difficult week. Moving into Saturday, I've lost my train of thought completely, sorry. Sorry, moving into Saturday, My skip load again was 12 hours, and I managed to get in 11,900 calories. That's obviously it's 6 weeks out, which is where I'm now. So my weight last week went from 105.3, which is obviously quite a bit more than my pre-skip weight. So I'm going to have to work this out in my head. I'm talking to you, about 2.4 kilo I put on at 7 weeks out on my skip. By Monday I was down to 103.8, and Tuesday again baselined, and that was 102, so 0.7 lower than pre-skip weight. I continued to drop weight down to 101.5, which is kind of where I ended up. So at 6 weeks out, 101.5, skip load, 12 hours, 11,900 calories. I smashed it. And I was needing it. It's the first week where I really felt I needed the skip load. I was hungry all last week, tired, craving carbs. Started resorting to my little tricks now of sugar-free soda, Pepsi Max, whatnot, just to try and beat the sweet craving, sugar-free jelly. All in all, it's down to willpower now. I'm finding that I'm very tired in the evenings, especially when it's the low carb day. Sundays aren't too bad, although that's my lowest calorie day. It's following on from the skip load, so I'm never normally too bad. Now, changes for the coming week. So this will take me to 5 weeks out, and it looks now like Skip's making changes quite rapidly. I'm not really pleased with the way I look, and I'm presuming Skip's ready to sort of up the ante now and going and dropping this fat. So he's made further changes to the diet, and basically I'm now on low carb Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday I'm on my medium carb. Saturday I skip load. And Sunday I'm on no carb. So all in all, it's reduced my calories by 1,200 a week by doing that. Skip load's only 8 hours this weekend coming. And I'm back onto my new blast, which is 2 working sets. Now, with being 6 weeks out, I'm not pushing as hard as I was. Legs, I still PB'd on every session today. That's mainly because I'm on high reps for legs. I'm not as worried about injuring myself. I probably won't push next week, but I'll actually play it by ear. I think I'll be shattered by then. For the rest of the week, I'm on shoulders and buys tomorrow, back Wednesday, chest and tris Thursday, and then legs again on Friday. So I would imagine I'm not going to be going for PBs on things like rack pulls, shoulder press, chest press, things that are going to hammer my joints. It's all a case now of getting through. Now, I've spoken to Skip about this. I suggested I drop my weight back to maybe 70%. And he agreed. There's no need now to be pushing for PBs. I'm not going to be growing, but keep the intensity high. So if I am dropping the weight back, go for drop sets, supersets, whatnot. So I'm going to play it by ear. I'm probably just going to follow my standard 2 working sets this week, lifting as much as I can, but being mindful that I'm not as strong as I was. I am a lot weaker, just in terms of general energy. But doing no carb now, or low, I say no carb, low carb, it's bloody 80 grams or whatever I'm on, it's horrible. The only direct carbs I'm on is like I say, my 60 grams of Cocoa Pops post-workout. I love it, but that's all I get, and I'm absolutely drained. I'm up in the morning to do cardio fasted. Then I have breakfast, then I train my weights, then I have my Cocoa Pops, and then that's it, no more carbs. Until Friday, so I look forward to my oats and potato on Friday. and peanut butter at evening. So yeah, I mean, my weight. I've got my weight down, so I did gain a lot with my big skip load this weekend. My weight is currently I was 103.6, so that's 2.1 kilo on from Friday's weight. I didn't weigh myself Saturday morning. I would have probably been the same. I'm down to 102.3, so 1.3 kilo off in a day. Will I baseline tomorrow? Unlikely. I don't think I'll hit 101.5 tomorrow. Wednesday. I have baseline Tuesday the last 2 weeks. So, I don't know. If I do, I'll be pleased, but I'm not too confident. But like I say, everything's changing now with the diet amendments. I'm sort of gritting my teeth and getting through it now. I'm hoping by the end of this week I'm going to see some quite dramatic visible changes, because that will spur me on, because at the moment I'm struggling. I feel like shit all the time, tired, grumpy, can't stop thinking about food all the time, and I look in the mirror and don't really like what I see, so it's not really a good environment to be in at the moment. I'm hoping once I get to weekend I can see some decent changes, start to see some cuts coming in, and then it'll feel like it's worthwhile. That's 5 weeks out. And really, at 5 weeks out, we're talking 4 weeks really. The last week, peak week, is always sort of a favourite of mine. It's probably the hardest point, but because of the changes that are made so rapidly during that week, it keeps you on your toes. It's more interesting. I think what's getting to me the most now is sort of fear of the unknown. I don't really know what's happening. I'm not looking the way I want to look, but I'm still confident Skip has me where he wants me to be. I mean, considering the fact he's changed my diet 2 consecutive weeks, shows that he wants to get things moving now. I just hope it does, because I'm finishing training in the morning. I just want to sleep. I'm knackered. Like, knowing now I've got to do cardio again, and I've had my carbs for the day. So, voice is getting a lot better now, as you can hear, so I will be updating every single week now until the end. I'll aim to do my update on a Sunday, but it'll probably be a Monday. At least if I do it on a Monday, I can let you know what my weights, how my skip loads affected my weight. So we'll leave it there for now. So current weight is, what did I say, 102.3, I think, and we've got to get to 101.5. So yeah, 102.3, hoping to get 101.5 baseline, and I'm not really asked what I weigh at weekend. I'm more bothered what I look like. My waist was down again this weekend gone. I was another centimetre off my waist. So although, I mean, weight's come down shed loads, really. I mean, from 8 weeks out, 103.8 to 6 weeks out, 101.5. It's quite a dramatic 2.3 kg in 2 weeks is quite a good bit of weight to drop. And like I say, the waist's coming down. So things are happening. It's just not all that visible to me at the moment. Anyways, I'm just waffling now for the sake of waffling. So I'm doing a training videos this week, capturing every workout I do. Well, I do 5 working days, but 1 workout's repeated. So I'm doing the 4 workouts. I'm going to post those videos up daily if I can. Otherwise, they'll all be up by weekend. And I'm also going to do a sort of a day in the life of miserable Dan Tough prepping. So that'll probably be Thursday. So literally just going to film what I do in a day, train, eat, blah, 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 blah. And then you can get an idea of how depressing it really is at this stage. I'll try and not to bore you so much. Anyways, thanks for watching again. As I say, there'll be the training vids this week and the day in the live for this week, but my next prep video will be next Monday, which will be 5 weeks out. Getting close now. See you later.